Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing you another action figure review. Today, we're going to look at the McFarlane DC Multiverse Kingdom Come Armored Batman. Kingdom Come is a fan favorite storyline, and McFarlane is releasing Batman from that story, hopefully the first of many figures to come. I ordered this figure from the CMD store. It's a Canadian-based website. They have all the newest McFarlane DC Multiverse figures in stock and ready to ship, and so does Figurine for All. So let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see at the top, 22 moving parts, McFarlane Toys, ages 12 plus, DC Multiverse, Armored Batman. Here he is in the package. Looks like he has a pair of wings. I believe he has two different pairs. And then he's got a collector's card and display stand. One side of the package, Armored Batman from Kingdom Come. Other side, simply says Armored Batman. At the bottom, got a bunch of credits, and there is a barcode, in case that helps anybody. And on the back side, here's an image of him from the comics. So no further ado, let's open him up. And I got 3 of these figures from the CMD store. They had all the McFarlane figures in stock, but I'd already pre-ordered the bundle at the McFarlane Toy Store. Considering canceling there and ordering from one of these other websites, we'll see. I'll give it a few more days. We've got the Kingdom Come Armored Batman, the Signal Duke Thomas, and Dark Knight's Metal Gladiator Batman. Alright, now that we got this figure out of the package, here he is with all his accessories laid out. He doesn't come with any traditional accessories, but he has these 2 sort of additions to his wings that are removable. They're also hinged. He also has a display stand and a collector's card. Before I take a look at those, let's talk about and check out the actual figure. So this is Batman, an Armored Batman from Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come is a potential what-if future in the DC universe. It's dubbed under their Elseworlds brand. It's basically a future where the Justice League has retired and new heroes have taken over, but through collateral damage, they're causing as much damage as the villains they're fighting. Superman comes back, puts the Justice League back together, and basically it's a war against the new heroes, the old heroes, then Lex Luthor on the side, then Batman and the Outsiders on the side, bunch of madness, bunch of death and mayhem. Really cool that McFarlane is making figures from Kingdom Come. Batman is the first of what I assume is going to be at least a few figures. They could probably do about 50 figures from Kingdom Come if they wanted to. That's never going to happen, but I expect to at least get Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. So let's take a look at him. Start with Batman here. Ear a little bit bent. Should be able to fix that later. He's got this sort of bat cowl. Looks to be an armored helmet. Large armored collar. Giant bat symbol here. His entire suit is armored. I don't know, he's got what appears to be sort of handles here from when he's flying. Looks a little odd. Armored legs, boots. Then he's got this rocket pack with the wings. Now, I do wish that was removable, because boy is that thing bulky. And if you don't want the figure holding this, the figure is essentially useless. Hard plastic, no bendability here. Shiny, looks good. You can see where the other parts of the wings will attach, and he's going to have a pretty big wingspan. Just really wish this thing was removable. That would be very nice. And just a closer look at his face, helmet, and head sculpt. Looks good. A little bit of an older Batman. Very serious, armored, ready for war. Ears a little bit crooked. I'm going to dip into some hot water and see if I can correct that. I dipped his head into some boiling water, and I fixed the problem immediately. If his ear reverts back, I can always fix it again. His face and head sculpt have kind of an old school look to it. Kind of reminds me of the New Frontier Batman. Now let's look at his accessories. Let's start with the boring stuff. He comes with his typical McFarlane display stand. Surprised he doesn't have a flight stand. It's a black perfect circle. It says DC on the bottom, and it's got one peg for the peg holes on his feet. Very thin, very basic. Now for his collector's card. As you can see, it's an image of this armored Batman. He's got his wings out. Armored Batman from Kingdom Come. Wonder if there's a chance of getting a regular Batman from Kingdom Come also. Backside, there is a description. If you want to read that, go ahead and pause now. Now for his wings. He's got 2 of them. They're attached to his existing wings and rocket pack. Very shiny. Very glossy material. They're made of a hard plastic, not bendable at all. And they've got these little sort of clamps that will hinge onto his existing wings. Here's this Batman without the additional wings. He simply has sort of rocket pack and the base wings attached right now. And here he is with the additional wing pieces attached. Wingspan is pretty nice. The wings themselves, they look good. Glossy, shiny, hard plastic. They are hinged. You can push the wings toward the front, almost sort of armor and block them off. You can fold the wings around the back, but they only come to a point like this. If you really want to pretend like the wings are sort of folded up, you have to remove them and pretend he has them folded into his jetpack area. Overall, it looks good, but I really, really wish this back part was removable. That would put this figure on another level, and I don't think it would have been that difficult for McFarlane to execute. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and his accessories, now let's check out his height. From bottom to the top of his head, he's standing at about 7.4 inches tall, which can translate to just under 19 centimeters. And if we go to the top of the ears, about 7.6, maybe 7.7 inches tall. Now let's see how wide his wingspan is. From one side to the other, about 12.5 or a little bit wider. Now for his articulation. Start with his head here. A little bit hard to access his head with that giant collar, but you can rotate it from side to side. Can go up and down about that far. Can't really tilt it from one side to the other. I believe he's capable of it, but the collar's going to prohibit that. His wings go back about that much, kind of popped off there, and then forward about that much. Nice little flappy motion, just like, you guessed it, a bat. Shoulders on a ball joint, goes out about 90 degrees, obstructed from his shoulder pad here. Up, down, around, all that good stuff. He doesn't have the typical butterfly joint or extra piece there covering that gap. Looks like no bicep cut there, although it does give a pretty good range of motion here in his sort of armpit area. He's got rotation in the elbow here, single jointed, goes in about that far with the rotation. His wrists can rotate and going to be hinged as well. Torso here, he's got a ball joint, rotate around, forward and back. Then, I guess he does not have one on his waist like most of the figures. He's got these weird handles here, I guess when he's flying, kind of holds that, controls his rocket pack. Legs, they don't go out too far. You can see this armor, it's going to obstruct a lot of that. Rotation independently of that ball, but not too much. And go forward, more than I expected. Back, not very much. Then he has double jointed knees. They go back all the way. And then his ankle here, forward and back, rotation, tilt, rock, and to articulation. As a whole, his articulation is limited, but he's a big, bulky, armored figure. I get it. I just really wish this jetpack thing was removable. That would really, really, really make me enjoy the figure more. Here's an image of Batman hovering above the skies of Gotham with his rocket pack and wings. And here he is, flying through the city of Gotham. Now let's check him out next to some other action figures, starting off with some other McFarlane Batman armored figures. Here he is, next to McFarlane's Batman in Hellbat armor. Here reminds me of this new Kingdom Come Batman for obvious reasons. The giant wing spread. They're both in an armored suit. I personally prefer the Hellbat armor, as it looks like more of a modern armored Batman. This Kingdom Come just kind of makes me think of an older version of the armored Batman, where they're both fantastic and have excellent places in my Batman armory. And as McFarlane likes to do, they made two different paint variations of the Hellbat armor. McFarlane recently made Batman in his armored suit from Injustice 2, and here he is, next to all three variations of the tactical suit Batman from Zack Snyder's Justice League. A little bit more of an armored suit than his day-to-day activities. And then, here are both versions of the Hazmat suit Batman, another armored Batsuit, and hell, the Arkham Knight Batsuit is quite armored as well. Even the Batsuit from the recent The Batman movie is pretty bulky and armored. Here's the Kingdom Come Batman next to Azrael in his Batman armored suit, and next to Duke Thomas in an armored medieval-looking Batsuit. Now let's check him out next to some armored Batman figures from different companies. Here he is, next to several different armored Batman figures from Batman vs Superman. I think McFarlane would make an awesome figure of this. And here he is, next to several armored Batman figures from Batman The Dark Knight Returns. Then, next to an armored Batman figure from DC Direct's Arkham Asylum line. And here he is, next to a much larger armored Batman figure This is Batman in his Thrasher armor. Then, next to Batman in his Justice Buster armored suit. And now, next to a couple of different versions of Jim Gordon's armored Batsuit for the GCPD. I believe this is the only other Kingdom Come figure that I have. This is a DC Direct Red Robin. This is where they first introduced this suit, but it was Dick Grayson in the suit in Kingdom Come. Tim Drake later adopted that suit when he was Red Robin. I don't think I have any of the other DC Direct Kingdom Come figures, although they are pretty nice. Now let's check them out. Next is some more McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. Here he is, next to several different McFarlane Batman figures, all based off the comics. Then, next to several more different McFarlane Batman figures, also from the comics. Now let's check them out. Next to some other recently released McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. Here he is, next to Duke Thomas the Signal and Gladiator Batman. These are the new figures that I have so far, and the rest are on the way. Here's this Batman, next to the recent Gold Label Walmart exclusive Eradicator and Vampire Batman. And here he is, next to the recently released Gold Label Target exclusive Deadman and Flashpoint Aquaman. Then, next to the Shazam 2 movie Shazam, and the Amazon exclusive Tim Drake Robin. And now, with the Amazon exclusive Batman Family 5-pack, here's the Kingdom Come Batman, next to the two most recent McFarlane Mega figures, Mongol and Frankenstein. And here he is, next to the most recent McFarlane Gaming figures. We have the Arkham City Sick Joker and the Arkham Knight Scarecrow and Red Hood. Then, next to McFarlane's Mortal Kombat 11 DC offerings, we have the Batman Who Laughs and Joker. And now, next to McFarlane Toy Store exclusive Hush Shoot Man and Rebirth Kid Flash. Now let's check them out. Next to the most recent McFarlane Build-A-Figure waves. Here's the Kingdom Come Batman, next to the Target exclusive Crime Syndicate wave, Collect-A-Build Starro the Conqueror. And here he is, next to the Speed Metal wave, Collect-A-Build The Darkest Knight. Then, with the Batman Arkham City wave, Collect-A-Build an undersized Solomon Grundy. And here, next to the Gold Label Walmart exclusive Arkham City Black and Gray variants, here's this Batman, next to the third wave of Page Punchers. This is a Flash-themed wave. We have Flash, Atom, Heatwave, Grizzly Grodd, and both versions of Captain Cold. Then, next to the second wave of Page Punchers, this is based off Injustice 2, Batman and Green Arrow, and I've got Dr. Fate and Supergirl on the way. And now, with the first wave of Page Punchers, this is a Black Adam themed wave. We've got Batman, Constantine, Superman, and Black Adam. Here's Batman, next to a couple more recent Target Gold Label exclusive figures, Ocean Master, and the 30th anniversary of Batman from Batman the Animated Series. Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. Then, with some more Target exclusive figures, we have Kyle Rayner Green Lantern from Changing the Guard, Defiance Deathstroke, the Black Adam movie, Black Adam with Throne, and the Justice League Endless Winter Wonder Woman variant. And finally, here he is, next to some more Walmart exclusive figures, Parallax Hal Jordan, Azrael in Batman armor, Rebirth Shazam, and Speed Metal Dark Flash. Now let's check him out, next to some action figures from different various companies, to see how he fits in both scale and style-wise, in case you want to know which lines you can mix him with. Since he's a McFarlane figure, they're typically the 7-inch scale. I'm going to start off my comparisons with some of the larger action figure lines I collect, and work my smaller, and I'm going to include as many Batman figures as I can during these comparisons. Since we are checked him out, next to a bunch of other McFarlane Batman figures, here he is, next to some more McFarlane toys. In front of you are 5 different action figure lines, all from McFarlane toys, all 7-inch scale. Then, with some more McFarlane toys, these are from different various video game properties. And now, next to some Jack-specific wrestling figures. Then, next to a pineapple. And here he is, next to some DST or Diamond Select toys. Then, next to some DC Direct and DC Collectibles Batman figures. And here he is, standing with some NECA Batman figures. And here he is, next to some Mezco 112 Collective Batman figures. Then, with some Mattel, DC Universe Classics, and Multiverse Batman figures. And here he is, next to some Mafex Batman figures. Then, with some Hasbro Marvel Legends. And here he is, next to some SH Figure Arts action figures. And finally, next to some Jazzwares Fortnite figures. Overall, he is a very nice figure. He looks fantastic. Sculpt and paint job are excellent, no issues there. Articulation is quite limited, accessories are non-existent, but you do get the giant wings. It's a good bang for your buck. Now, my complaints, I really wish you could take the jetpack off. That would really elevate this figure to another level. It feels like it'd be really easy and it wouldn't cost that much. Just slide sort of the larger bat symbol with the whole sort of jetpack out. Maybe have a little peg there to secure it in place. It'd be really nice if you had a couple options like that. but it is what it is. It's still a great bang for your buck. The figure looks absolutely fantastic, but he's just very limited. And he doesn't even really work with the McFarlane flight stands. They're too big to fit between the jetpack and his back. Great looking figure. If I were to rate this guy, hard to say. I'm probably going to give him a 6.5 out of 10. Just sometimes the wings are really annoying. Way too big, bulky. Wish there were a couple different display options with this guy. Still, he does look fantastic. And I hope they make a ton more Kingdom Come figures. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say with the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys real soon.